Yeah, this one is for every woman trying to hold herself together. Every mother praying silently at night.
Hello, guys.
Every person
Welcome back.
screaming outside.
Sepia Golden. You don't keep pushing someone to the wall. You don't keep hurting them, disrespecting them, ignoring their feelings, crossing their boundaries. And then when they finally react, suddenly they become the villain in the story. Have you ever noticed how that happens? The quiet person becomes the problem the day they finally speak up. The patient person becomes rude the day they finally get tired. The forgiving person becomes wicked the day they finally say enough is enough. And somehow, everybody forgets everything that happened before that moment. They only focus on the reaction, not the reason for the reaction. I remember hearing a story many years ago. A woman was married for years. Every day, her husband insulted her. Every day, he spoke to her like she didn't matter. Every day, he made her feel small. She cried, she begged, she tried to explain her feelings. She prayed. She endured. Oh, yes, she endured. She stayed quiet. But one day, after many years of being pushed emotionally, she snapped. She shouted. She cried. She said things she had been holding inside for years. And suddenly, everybody around her said, "Look at how disrespectful she is. Look at her attitude. Look at her behavior." And I thought to myself, where were all these people when she was being hurt? Where were they when she was crying herself to sleep every night? Where were they when she was begging to be treated right and better? Because sometimes people only notice the explosion, they completely ignore the pressure that caused it. It's like putting a kettle on fire. The water keeps boiling, the pressure keeps building, and then when the kettle whistles, everybody acts surprised. But the whistle didn't start the problem, the whistle revealed the problem. And this doesn't only happen in marriage, it happens in friendships, it happens between siblings, it happens between parents and children, it happens in the workplace, it happens everywhere. Imagine having a friend who constantly disrespects you. You forgive again, you forgive again, you keep giving chances. Then one day you decide to stop answering their calls. Suddenly, you are the bad friend, you are the wicked one, you are the problem. Nobody talks about the 100 times you were hurt. Everybody talks about the one time you reacted. And that is one of the most frustrating experiences a human being can go through because people often judge reactions. They rarely judge causes. Let me tell you something. Every human being has a breaking point. Everybody, even the nicest person you know, even the calmest person you know, even the most patient person you know, everybody has a limit. Sometimes we look at everybody's reactions and we say, that was too much. But what if what you're saying is years of pain coming out all at once? What if what you're saying is years of disrespect, years of rejection, years of being ignored, years of carrying burdens nobody talks about? You see, one thing life has taught me is that people don't just wake up one morning and become angry. Most times, something happened, something pushed them there. Don't misunderstand me. I'm not saying every reaction is justified. I'm not saying people should become abusive because they were hurt. No, we are all responsible for our actions. But what I'm saying is this: before judging someone's reaction, try to understand their story. Try to understand what happened before that moment. Try to understand what they have been carrying because context matters. Very few people react without a reason. Think about children. A child keeps asking for attention. Mommy is busy, daddy is busy, nobody listens, nobody notices. Nobody spends time with the child. Then one day the child starts misbehaving, and suddenly everyone focuses on the bad behavior. But nobody asks why. Sometimes bad behavior is simply a cry for help. Sometimes anger is pain, wearing a different outfit. Sometimes silence is hot. Sometimes withdrawal is exhaustion. Sometimes the reaction is simply the final chapter of a story that started a long time ago. One thing I've noticed in life is that people often enjoy testing boundaries. They keep doing things because you stay quiet. They keep crossing lines because you keep forgiving. They keep disrespecting you because you don't respond. Then, the day you finally stand up for yourself, they become shocked. But why? Why though? Why are you surprised? Did you think I would tolerate it forever? Did you think I would never get tired? Did you think I would never speak up? The truth is, some people become comfortable benefiting from your silence. And when your silence ends, they become uncomfortable, not because you're wrong, but because they can no longer control the situation. And I know somebody watching this can relate. Maybe you have been that person. Maybe you have spent years trying to keep peace, trying not to offend anybody, trying not to cause problem, trying to be understanding, trying to be patient. And then one day you've reached your limit. And instead of people asking what happened, they started attacking you. If that's you, I want you to think about something. Sometimes the reaction, people criticize you, the reason of warnings they ignored. Because before most people react, they communicate, they explain, they ask, they plead, they give chances. Many reactions are simply ignored, warnings coming back louder. You know what is funny? If somebody pokes a sleeping lion once, nothing may happen. Twice, nothing may happen. 3 times, nothing may happen. But if they keep poking the lion and eventually gets attacked, everybody focuses on the attack. Nobody talks about the 100 pokes that came before it. Life doesn't work that way. Actions have consequences. Words have consequences. Behaviors have consequences. How you treat people matters. That doesn't mean people should explode. It doesn't mean people should become violent. But it does mean that we should stop acting shocked when people eventually reach their emotional limit. And this message is not only for people who have been pushed, it's also for people doing the pushing. Be careful how you treat people, be careful how you speak to people, be careful how you make people feel. Because you never truly know what somebody is carrying. You never know how close they are to their breaking point. You never know how much pain they are hiding behind that smile. One kind word can change somebody's day. One cruel word can stay in somebody's heart for years. The things we do matter, the things we say matter, and the way we treat people matters. I think one of the greatest lessons we can all learn is this: don't wait until somebody reacts before you start listening. Listen while they are still speaking softly. Listen while they are still explaining. Listen while they are still trying to communicate. Because once people get tired, they stop talking most of the time. And when they stop talking, relationships relationships begin to die. Whether it's marriage, friendship, family, or business, healthy relationships require respect. They require boundaries. They require empathy, and they require accountability. At the end of the day, nobody should deliberately push another human being to their limits and then act surprised when they react. Because reactions don't appear from nowhere. Most reactions have a story behind them, a history behind them, a wound behind them. So before judging somebody's reactions, ask yourself, what happened before this moment? What pain did I not see? What part of the story am I missing? Because sometimes the person being called the villain today was simply the victim nobody listened to yesterday. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you haven't done so already. Turn your post notification buttons to be notified every time I post a new video. Click on that like button to give this video a thumbs up. Share this video with your friends, your family, or whoever that you think that needs to see this video. Bye for now, and I will see you in my next video.
Everybody get different role, and if nobody tells you today, you matter more.
think. You stronger than all the battles when nearly made you sing.